welcome to another episode of Coop's House. We are here on week 3, and for the first time we have the entire crew here at one time. Our schedules just seem to never line up, so this is going to be a nice... I thought it was week 4. Week 3 of the Squarebody build. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Coop's House. Finally, for the first time since we started this thing, we have the entire crew here at one time. It seems like our schedules just never seem to line up, so this is going to be a nice treat that happens once every so often. So anyway, this is week 4 of the Squarebody build. So as you've seen in the last couple of weeks, we've been tearing this truck apart. It was a rolling truck whenever it got here. Actually, probably could have put a motor and transmission in it and drove it, but we're not about it. So the first week of the teardown, we actually tore the entire body off. Last week, we took all the suspension off the frame down to a bare frame. So this week, our game plan is to actually go ahead and get this thing sandblasted and get started on our framework, getting ready to install the C-notch axle flip kit, start putting the front suspension back together, and hopefully some... Alright, so this week, the game plan is to go ahead and get this thing sandblasted and get ready to start our framework. We'll get it moved back inside. We're going to start doing the C-notch and axle flip kit, getting that installed, start putting the front suspension back together, and hopefully here pretty quick getting this thing back rolling. So we hit the gym this morning, so I'm going to go and grab lunch. These guys are going to get started, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Sandblasting today. Our little water separator that we had in line on the compressor blew, and I replaced the seal, and then found out that the little cap that went over it actually had broken. So our water separator went kaput, so we no longer have air in the shop. So we're going to head over to the Funiac, the Harbor Freight, get another one, get us by. And while we're there, we're going to go ahead and pick up the powder coat kit, because that's what we're going to use on this truck. That here before long. About to get ready to get started on the powder coating oven, so here we go to Harbor Freight. So guys, as you can see, in an effort to maximize efficiency and get as much done as possible, while Hunter's outside doing the sandblasting on the frame and getting it ready to move back inside, I decided to go ahead and get started on some body work on some of the body panels. So I have the fenders and the doors in here in the shop. Decided to go ahead and work on the fenders. I've got the driver's side fenders sanded down. Popped a couple of dents using the stud welder and the slide hammer. Went ahead and moved the other fender over. Decided to go ahead and get started on it. So I'm about to weld a couple of studs on it and pop out a couple more dents. And then we're looking at doing something a little bit different. So we're not going to go back with the factory fender badges. So I'm actually going to weld up the mounting holes there. And there was a piece of trim that came on these trucks from the factory. I'm actually going to go ahead and do away with that as well. Go ahead and weld up that hole. And then we're going to go ahead and put some body filler on this thing and get it blocked out. Hopefully get it primed today or tomorrow. So that way we got that much done at least. And then depending on where Hunter's at with the sandblasting, I may go ahead and get started on the doors. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and get these fenders knocked out. And so that way, whenever it comes time to put the front clip on the truck, we don't have to worry about that. So that's just that much more that we don't have to do on the backside. So keep moving. Unfortunately, this is as far as we're going to get this week. I'm actually out here by myself tonight. So, yeah, Hunter's busy today and Cody's busy. So, we're going to pick right back up next week. So, this week, we actually got quite a bit done. We got the frame sandblasted and ready to start the metal work. I got the fenders sanded, body fillers on. They've been wiped down, treated for rust with OSFO. And so, yeah, we're ready to start some metal work on the frame. So, next week, the fun stuff starts happening. So next week, we're actually going to get to start cutting on this frame, getting ready to put the C-notch in, and do our metal work and get ready to start going back together with this thing. So the plans that we have for the suspension, so we're actually going to have to put together a powder coat oven and all that stuff. So that's probably something you'll be seeing in the near future. I ordered some of the material today, so we may have to dedicate an entire video to building a powder coat oven, so we'll just see how that goes. But yeah, anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in this week, and can't wait to get started next week, see how far we can get. So much to do, but yeah, it's going to be a good episode next week. So appreciate you guys tuning in and all your support so far. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so that way you know when we post. Because, you never know. We're trying to post every Friday, but, who knows what happens. But anyway, appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week. That's right. I got it inside anyway. Sometimes you gotta be smarter than what you're working with. Somebody's gonna comment, and I'm not here for it. Anyway, so what I did, I picked up one side at a time and rolled a dolly under there, and then that way I can pick up one end of this thing and just roll it inside. So that worked. We got it inside. So now we don't have to worry about it getting rained on while we're gone.